Hey guys, welcome back. And today we're talking about duplicate tags. Basically, this is ensuring that each page has its own title tag, meta descriptions, and H1 tags. These are things that get uncovered whenever you do an SEO audit. And best practices for duplicate tags is to avoid duplicate tags to prevent confusion for search engines and ensure that each page is correctly indexed and shown in search results. Because if you have duplicate tags and everything looks identical, then Google is just going to pick which page it wants for that tag, and then it's just going to basically not even recognize all those other pages that look almost identical with those H1 tags, meta descriptions, and title tags. And so you really want to make sure that you're doing the most for your website. And so one of the ways that you can kind of double check to see if you have those duplicate tags would be to add that to that Screaming Frog software that I just showed you. So let's go ahead and look into that right now. Okay, so we're going to go back here into Screaming Frog, and I'm just going to use the hair salon as an example, airdrybar.com, and then I'm just going to click start. And then we're just going to wait for that to finish crawling. All right, so since it's done, I'm going to go down here and we're going to actually deselect everything that we don't need. So the only thing that we're going to need page titles, we're going to need meta descriptions, and we want those H1s. Everything else can just go away because I'm going to show you how to filter it down just for those duplicates. And then we're going to go up here. So it would start out as being all, and we're going to go to duplicate right here. And then this is going to show you all the pages that you need to work on. And then you can export that into a CSV. And then you can either open that up in Excel, or if you want to keep it online to where you can share it with your web dev team or anything like that, you would just export that, add it into your Google Drive, and then they would be able to access it from there. But this shows you all the pages, like that the page title is Air Salon. I would change that to Air Salon Covington or Air Salon Mandeville or Air Salon Baton Rouge, and just kind of do it in that location. But I would also say like Air Salon, like Covington Hair Salon, Air Salon Mandeville Hair Salon. And then I would change up these as well. But that's just, that's getting into the nitty gritty of the changes that need to be made. But, they cannot be the same. And so you can add in just the name, or you can take that chance to add in your keyword. But I would just take that, export that, and then that gives you all the information that you need to know. And if you wanted to kind of change it up, so you have page titles here, you've got your meta descriptions here, and then you have your H1s here. So you can see all of those little things that all have the same information that need to be changed. And that's it for duplicate tags. You can see how easy it is to kind of find out what changes need to be made. Like I said before, I would export that file. I would put it into, I personally use Google for everything, so I would upload it into my Google Drive, and I would have one column that has the changes that need to be made, and then I would have one column that shows where those changes are. And then if you have WordPress, I can show you the easiest way to make those changes with Yoast SEO. So let's get into that right now. So as you can see, I'm in the back end of my website again, and we're just here in Yoast SEO. I'm going to go over here to Tools, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit Bulk Editor. And this is going to help me either change the title or the description without even having to go directly into that blog post. So 10 LinkedIn marketing tips for small businesses. I could put, 10 LinkedIn marketing tips for small businesses in Destin if I wanted to. And then I could click save right here, and then that would save that new title. Also, same thing goes for the description. So here's the existing description, and then I could, from that document, I could just copy and paste all the way down my list if I wanted to. I could just find those pages, or the alternative is too that I could take the pages So you can't see it now, but I could scroll over here and go to all of the items instead of just seeing like the however many are on this page. But you can go to each one, find what you're looking for, and it's a very easy way to make those changes. But you can also how in the software, how it gives you the URL. So I would go into this URL, depending on what my website was. I would just click that URL. I would edit the post straight from there. Or WordPress and Yoast SEO. If I've changed the title, I've changed the description, but I also need to make changes for an H1, then I would just right click this, open a new tab, and then I would just click edit post from there. And then that way I can make those changes to that H1. So this is just going to help you change your SEO title and that SEO description. And that is going to be at the back end of Yoast SEO. If you're creating a post, and then we're going to go all the way down to Yoast. And then you can see here's your SEO title, here's your slug, here's your meta description, and then the SEO analysis. And then it also tells me my readability right here. And that's how easy it is to make those changes if you're using WordPress. If you're using Squarespace, you can kind of do a similar thing. There's no bulk editor, but it is fairly easy to change those titles, meta descriptions, and your H1s inside of Squarespace, and also Wix. So it's not hard. It's just time consuming. So if you just kind of break off each little piece bit by bit, you can kind of get it handled. And up next, we're going to be talking about broken links and how to fix those to make sure that the visitors on your website are not hitting roadblocks whenever they're trying to click on links to continuously stay on your website. I'll see you in the next video.